Imagine waking up tomorrow, sipping your morning tea, and turning on the news, only to hear scientists declaring something unthinkable. The Earth's core has suddenly cooled down. At first, it may sound like a minor scientific update, but within hours, the world would realize this isn't just news. It's the beginning of the end. Because the Earth's core, that blazing hot ball of molten metal deep beneath our feet, is the very reason life exists as we know it. If it suddenly cooled tomorrow, our planet would become unrecognizable, and humanity would be fighting for survival. To understand the danger, let's journey to the center of our planet. At about 3,000 kilometers below us lies the outer core, a swirling ocean of molten iron and nickel. Beneath that, the inner core, a solid ball of iron, glowing with heat hotter than the surface of the sun. This engine powers something called the geodynamo, the process that generates Earth's magnetic field. Without it, Earth would be exposed to deadly radiation from space. The core also drives volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, and the shifting of continents, events that sound destructive, but are actually vital for recycling nutrients and keeping our planet alive. In short, the Earth's core is not just hot metal. It is the heartbeat of our planet. So, what would happen if, overnight, this heartbeat stopped? The first effect would be invisible. The Earth's magnetic field would begin to collapse. Right now, it acts like an invisible shield, deflecting solar winds and cosmic radiation. Without it, auroras, the dancing northern lights, would suddenly appear everywhere, even in cities near the equator. At first, people might celebrate the spectacle. But within days, satellites would begin to fail, GPS would go offline, and global communications would collapse. Airline pilots would lose navigation, banking systems would crash, the internet, the backbone of modern civilization, could falter, and above all, without our shield, radiation from the sun would strike Earth's surface directly. Skin cancer rates would skyrocket, crops would wither, and animals would struggle to survive. But that's only the beginning. Cooling the core means the end of plate tectonics, the slow dance of Earth's crustal plates. At first, people might welcome the silence. No more earthquakes shaking cities, no more volcanic eruptions burying towns. But what seems like peace is actually death. Volcanoes don't just destroy, they also create. They release gases like carbon dioxide and water vapor, regulating our atmosphere. Without them, Earth's climate would drift into chaos. And plate tectonics recycle nutrients by pushing the seafloor under continents, fertilizing the oceans. Without this cycle, life in the seas would starve. Fisheries would collapse, ocean ecosystems would fall apart, and the food chain would crumble from the bottom up. The Earth would become a silent, stagnant world, geologically dead, like Mars. Within months, the cooling core would send shockwaves through our climate. Right now, volcanic activity helps release greenhouse gases that balance the carbon cycle. Without it, Earth's atmosphere would start thinning. The protective blanket of carbon dioxide that keeps Earth warm would shrink, sending the planet into a slow freeze. Imagine winters that never end, crops failing year after year, entire countries covered in ice. At the same time, solar winds, no longer blocked by our magnetic field, would strip away parts of our atmosphere, much like what happened to Mars billions of years ago. The air we breathe would slowly escape into space. Humanity would be left gasping for oxygen. Governments would scramble to respond. Underground shelters would be built to protect against radiation. Scientists would rush to design massive magnetic shields in space to mimic Earth's field. But no matter how advanced our technology, survival would be a desperate race against time. Food would grow scarce. Mass migrations would begin as billions of people fled frozen wastelands or radiation-scorched deserts. Wars over resources would erupt. The dream of human progress, space travel, science, culture, would shrink to one primal instinct: survival. And the question would rise, can a species survive when its own planet dies beneath it? To find our answer, we need only look at our neighbor, Mars. Billions of years ago, Mars had rivers, oceans, and maybe even life. But when its core cooled, its magnetic field collapsed. The solar wind stripped its atmosphere away, leaving behind the cold, barren desert we see today. Earth would be following the same path, just much faster. Yet humanity has always been defined by resilience. Scientists might attempt desperate solutions, artificial magnetic shields placed at key points in space to protect Earth, massive underground cities shielded by rock from cosmic radiation, or even a final escape, colonizing Mars or other planets before Earth becomes uninhabitable. But perhaps the greatest hope would lie in something unexpected. Even if the core cooled, its immense mass might retain some heat for thousands of years. This could buy humanity time. Time to innovate, adapt, and maybe, just maybe, find a way to rekindle the dying heart of Earth. This what-if scenario may sound terrifying, but it carries a powerful lesson. The Earth beneath our feet is alive. Its fiery core, its restless plates, its invisible magnetic shield, all these forces, often feared, are actually gifts that make life possible. We take them for granted because they feel eternal. But nothing in the universe lasts forever. One day, billions of years from now, Earth's core will cool for real. Humanity may be long gone, or perhaps scattered across the stars. But today, as we walk under the safety of a blue sky, it's worth remembering. Our planet is not just a rock. It is a living system, fragile, dynamic, and miraculous. And protecting it, while we still can, may be the most important mission of all. So, what if Earth's core cooled tomorrow? The truth is simple. Life as we know it would unravel. Our world would become silent, frozen, and lifeless. Another Mars drifting through space. But for now, the Earth's heart still beats. The molten core still burns. And as long as it does, we have a chance, not just to survive, but to thrive, to explore, and to dream. So tonight, when you look up at the stars, remember, the fire that keeps you alive isn't just in the sky. It burns beneath your feet, at the very heart of Earth.